Well, here we are. It is March the 16th. I'm here. I'm actually pulling my sap buckets today with all this craziness going on with this corona thing. I saw somebody online the other day called it the beer virus. My work is going to get really busy, I think. So what I'm going to do is pull everything here today, and that way I don't have to worry about if I'm gone for 18 or 24 hours in a stretch and I'm too tired to check my buckets. Granted, it wouldn't hurt anything to just let them flow over, but I'm just pulling them. So here's what I got. Okay, I've got the handy dandy new garden cart. I just picked this thing up. It was on sale for 60 bucks at home, or what is that place called? Harbor Freight. You know what? To be honest, it's worth 60 bucks. If I don't have to haul, if I don't have to use the Baba Black Jeep to drive around here and haul stuff around, it's pretty good. So anyway, you can see that it's cold here. It doesn't seem real cold, but it's cold enough that the sap's freezing. So here you go. You got 9 buckets. In total, I would say that's probably 10 gallons of sap. Some of the buckets were overflowing because I did not check them yesterday. Well, I checked them. I just didn't get a chance to grab it. So I have about 10 gallons of sap here, and that brings my total up pretty close to 50, I think. So we're going to start boiling sap just as soon as I get a chance to get a pot. I don't know. It hasn't been a top priority because I know this sap is good. So it's nice and cold here. All right, next stop is boiling sap. Here we go. Well, here we are. Chickens have been here for about 12 hours. They're doing all right. El Gato Stupido has been leaving them alone more or less. You may be able to count. That's kind of a mean thing to say, wasn't it? I didn't mean it like that. I'm sure you all can count. We started with 10, and you may notice, I should say, you may notice, we are down to 8. There were 2 that were a little lethargic when we got here, when we got them. And those 2 succumbed within the first couple of hours. So, yeah, I mean, it happens. I'm not real happy about it because, you know, almost $4 a pop. They kind of, you know. I see that Endai is still alive and well. She's standing tall there all by herself, kind of off to the side there. She's a tall chicken. Look at how big she is. She's huge. There she is standing. Her back is to us now. They're all kind of huddling away from me because they're basically terrified. Hi, guys. Let's see if I can turn the flash on. I don't even know. Sorry about that. Bam. I don't know if that helps put some light on these little fellers or not. Hi, guys. And night. Well, they don't like that, do they? Tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, they're fun. And it looks like the 8 we have left are still rather exciting to old boy here. You stay right out of there, buddy. Yeah, you stay out of there. All right, so anyway, life is good. I just gave him orange water, and I'm sure a lot of you know what orange water is. It's got probiotics and electrolytes. It's for good chick health. I got my co-star here is trying to steal the show, it looks like. That's the first time he's ever been that interested in the camera. Maybe because the light is on. Don't even think about it, buddy. I'm going to see if you do it. Alex. That's a good cat. Thank you. All right. See you guys later. Thanks for being here. Hello. Gosh, it's kind of dark. Hey, it is the 19th of March. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first day of spring. In the northern hemisphere, it is the vernal equinox. Gosh, my hand is a little shaky today. So here I am. I'm going to boil some sap today, and I got a lot of work to do. It is a day off, a very rare day that I have no commitments, no appointments, no work. All I'm going to do is play. And by that I mean work on the farm. First things first, boiling sap. Okay, well, sadly, I I do not have a turkey fryer. So what did I do? I went and I grabbed the electric, gosh, I don't even remember what you call these things. Anyway, the little electric griddle that, and it's not a griddle, it's an electric, one of those thingamawidgets. It's a thingamabob, an electric thingamabob that I use to boil traps because I didn't have a turkey fryer then either. I think it's probably got to go on my list of things to pick up. Just one more thing that was lost in the move, so it doesn't matter. I'm starting the boil already. I have a big mess to clean up today too, so you'll see that. So first things first, let me show you step one. This is step one's already done here, but so you have your, I have a little bucket, a little couple gallon bucket, cleaned out, washed out, nice. And then on top of that, I have a t-shirt. Usually I would use, for this particular step, I would use cheesecloth, but I forgot to get it when I was at the store. So you have your bucket of sap, and you see there's some floaters, a lot of little bugs and all kinds of fun stuff. It's pretty simple. Pour it on there, and as soon as the t-shirt gets wet, you can hear it pouring through. And as the t-shirt gets soaked, it goes through faster. And of course there's your sediment that remains. So I'm going to do 2 buckets of this. Or 2 half buckets anyway. Oops. It's falling down in there. Oops, I'm not even on there. Paying attention to what I'm doing instead of what you guys are looking at. I'm sorry. A little bit more. Cover this up. Okay, so you can see that bucket is actually full. The water, or the water level, sap level's up high. All I'm going to do is just tighten up this shirt by pulling it, letting it drain, and then I'm just going to leave it covered. Now, the fellow who taught me how to do this, he would actually use a bungee cord around his bucket. He used a 5-gallon bucket to do this. I just didn't have one that I felt like cleaning. These little 1.5, 2-gallon buckets are great. He would use a bungee cord, bungee the t-shirt around the top, and then fill that 5-gallon bucket up. And then when he needed it, he would switch the material, shake it out, switch it over to another 5-gallon bucket, and then he'd use the original to pour his sap into his big boiler. And I'm not quite set up there yet. Although I did talk to a friend of mine, Amy, at work. She may have a connection for me to get some sap equipment, maybe from a family member who is no longer sapping. So I would sure love to get some sugar making equipment. That would be wonderful for next year, get it done right. But anyway, this is already 3.5 minutes, so I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Oh, and by the way, the smell of caramelized sap, which smells a lot like cotton candy, because it's just burnt sugar, is filling the garage. It's a lovely smell. I can't wait till this stuff boils and you guys will be able to see it. A couple little steps that you need to take for precaution against overboil. I'll show you that too when it happens. But you're going to want to have, when you're doing this, you're going to want to have a stick of margarine or butter. Some people like butter. The old joke in the woods is, you know, you just shoot a squirrel and hang a squirrel over top of the vat. That way when it starts to boil, the water gets up on a squirrel and then it drips. And the fat from the squirrel actually stops the overboil. I don't recommend that if you're going to actually ingest the stuff. But hey, if the old timers did it, ha ha ha, I'm sure they did not. It's got to work, right? All right, talk to you later. Okay, so you can see that it's boiling. The sap is cooking down. I didn't bring a spoon or anything to stir it with, but it has yet to boil over. I'm kind of surprised. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just because it's not such a high heat as a turkey fryer. But you can see the sugars in a couple places. The sugar is stuck to the edge, and it's even, I can smell it. There's no question it's got sugar. So I just keep adding a little bit of sap. When it gets down a little lower, I'll add some more, and I'll just let you know what's going on. Good morning, guys. What are you doing? Actually, you're girls. Good morning, girls. There's little Eden. There's Endai. I don't see Nugget. Oh, there's Nugget right there. Little Nugget.